Argentina 2, Australia 0. Graham Arnold's side has fallen by 2-0 in the friendly played in China against Argentina. But we learned a lot from that game. It was a decent outing for the Socceroos, and we weren't played off the park. We were competitive for much of the game. Guys, what's going on? My name's Lockie. This is Coach Football. We're going to talk about the match right now, my thoughts on it. We'd love to get your takeaways from the game in the comment section down below, so make sure to get your thoughts in there now. For me, first of all, looking at the lineup, quite interesting. We saw McLaren and Duke start up top, which is something that we don't see too often. Two sort of strikers who we're used to seeing playing as lone strikers starting together. I think I saw some other people suggesting this, and I'm in the same boat, suggesting that maybe it would have been better to see, if we are playing those two strikers, to see Duke and Borrello up top. Borrello, a bit more movement from him compared to McLaren. I think that might have worked a little bit better. And, with that halftime substitution, when McLaren came off, sort of suggested that Graham Arnold sort of, realised that it wasn't quite working for them. But aside from that, it's obviously exciting to see Jordy Boss starting, and he was absolutely fantastic in this game. The back four was very, very solid for much of the game. In midfield, again, O'Neill and Bacchus, that midfield partnership was solid in this game. And, still, again, it was a big test for them. We have to remember that we're missing Aaron Moy and Jackson Irvine, two of our key players in midfield there, who were, of course, involved heavily in the World Cup match. So for those guys to come in once again and step up the way they did and play without fear, that was the big takeaway for me. I thought, obviously we went down early to that Leo Messi goals. Not much you can do about that when Messi's on the ball and strikes like that. But we played with bravery. We didn't shy back. We didn't, creep back into our shells. We took Argentina on and, went into challenges strongly and were positive moving forward. Towards the end of that first half, we had some really good passages of play. And early in that second half too, there were some opportunities there for Mitch Duke to grab a goal, the equaliser for Australia. It came so close. And if we had grabbed that equaliser before half time, it would have been a different game, I reckon, heading into the second half. In terms of the wide positions too, Jordy Boss was creating some great chances. And his ability to cut into his right foot as well is such a fantastic thing for him to have. Of course, we've seen that plenty of times in the A-League. You remember that goal he scored against, I think, Perth Glory, and a goal against Mariners through to this past A-League season, where he scored cutting onto his right boot. Such a fantastic skill for a left back to have. Obviously, we were missing the likes of, Craig Goodwin in the wide areas. I know Jason Cummings to impact the game as well. So some key players missing here and there. But overall, it was a decent showing. It was good to see Aiden Hrustic back in the park in that second half. Denny Genre getting some minutes as well. Alex Robinson. Disappointing not to see Alessandro Ciccardi played in this game, but I'm sure he'll get his first Socceroos cap in the months to come. Overall, though, some positive takeaways from this game. We came up against the world champions. It was always going to be tough to get a result, but I think Graham Arnold would have learned a lot from this matchup, and I'm excited now, moving ahead. Now, our next match isn't until October. Whether we have some more games scheduled on before then, we'll have to wait and see. But look, the Asian Cup, that's the big one. That's around the corner in January. It's going to come around real fast. Australia have to be ready for that, and Arnold needs to know his best 11 moving into that tournament. It's not going to be the same 11 that we saw play in the World Cup. I think there will be some changes here. Someone like Aiden O'Neill, I think, is looking fantastic in defensive midfield. I think Jordy Boss, for me, he's going to be the Australia left back for the next decade or so. He is absolutely fantastic. So really curious, to see sort of the different battles around the park in terms of who's going to be playing certain positions for the Socceroos heading into that Asian Cup next year. Overall, disappointing result, but a decent performance, I think, in the end against the world champions. As I said, let your thoughts known down in the comments below. We'd love to hear what you guys made of this game and what we can potentially see from the Socceroos coming up over the next few months heading into the Asian Cup. Hit like on the video if you want to show support. My name is Lockie. This is Coach Football, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.